Sri Lanka, the island of paradise, with captivating and enchanting charms. The island's spell, snared by an age-old magic of scorching sun, great green waters, purple dusks, gushing waterfalls, rising blue mountains, and starry heavens, the wonders of the country of oasis. Colombo, the heart of the evergreen island, shrouded by the waters of magnificent sea. The city of promises, kindling in all hearts a hope of tomorrow. The harmonious blend of all races whispers to the ear the unheard stories of glorious past, rejuvenating the town center. University of Colombo. The pioneering academia of the history of higher seats of learning in Sri Lanka, the most respected and acclaimed higher seat of learning of the nation, a legacy of intellectuals located in the heart of Colombo. The initiative nucleus of the academic atmosphere was formed by amalgamating the Ceylon Medical College, founded in 1870, and the Ceylon University College in 1921, which were incorporated into the university later. By April 1942, the University of Colombo was established by the State Council. The first Vice-Chancellor of the new university, Sir Ivo Jennings, architect of academic nature in Sri Lanka. From colonialism to modernity, our proud history runs over 148 years of an uninterrupted stand with multicultural, multi-ethnic and multi-religious student and staff population, fostering social harmony, cultural diversity, unity and equal opportunity. Strive to be a center of excellence of regional and international repute, building synergies between knowledge, education, research and entrepreneurship. It is our vision. The University of Colombo comprises around 185 degree programs, about 25,000 students, 700 academics and researchers. Varsity with the power of empowering the nation. We excel at promoting student-centered teaching practices, self-directed learning through assignments which foster discovery of knowledge, creative productions, and collaborative projects. Our 9 faculties, multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary in nature, and strengthened by 56 academic departments, a campus, a school, 7 institutes, and 8 centers. The university widens foreign and local undergraduates' horizons to face the global challenges ahead of them. The Sri Pali campus, the one and only campus of the University of Colombo, produces graduates in the disciplines of mass media and performing arts. Located in a picturesque and serene environment in Horana, it has been a center for many schools of arts, crafts and sciences, and also a center for aesthetic studies for several decades. The academic nature of the Sri Pali campus is shaped by ideological and visionary interventions of the late Rabindranath Tagore, the founding father of the Shantiniketan. Rabindranath Tagore, a Bengali polymath, is considered the ideal of the Sri Lankan art and culture in post-colonial social context. It is evident that Indian influence was the central factor in nourishing Sri Lankan culture. This influence has touched the whole gamut of Sri Lankan tradition since the establishment of the Buddhist teaching in Sri Lankan society. The most prominent evidence could be seen in the relationship with many contemporary scholars of art built with Tagore. The relationship between Rabindranath Tagore and Wilmot A. Pereira, the founder of Sri Pali Kala Niketana, is distinctive amongst them. Further, the present academic and physical development of Sri Pali campus related to media studies, television studies, print studies, radio studies, drama, dancing, music, art and design, and film studies was greatly influenced by the Japanese Reverend Dr. Jun Aoki, who contributed to the development of the campus. Faculty of Graduate Studies offers diploma and postgraduate courses of a multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary nature, concentrating on capacity building by entering into linkages with the outside world to equip the youth with all necessary knowledge. We work hand in hand with outside corporate sectors to ensure that the university caters to the needs of the day. The library supports the university vision with up-to-date materials, books, and other resources where both staff and students communicate and express their creative and scholarly ideas in respective disciplines. The international unit of the University of Colombo is proud to have links with almost all internationally recognized universities, with the view of providing scholars with the latest global scholarships. The warm and friendly academic atmosphere, together with recreational facilities and other services through experience of enjoyment, physical fitness, and increased self-confidence opportunities for togetherness, are also parts of our academic endeavors. Heading to Metropolitan University, surrounded by modern and international outlook and character, with easy access to international information and resource centers, libraries, theaters, sports complexes, and other facilities. Modern technology incorporates with scientific research, blends into writers, poets, critics, and artists, maintaining international academic standards, contributing to national development and the health and well-being of all our people, facing the challenges of an ever-changing world with the latest resources, supporting our staff to maintain high academic profiles. Inspired by the past, we shape the future towards the 21st century. University of Colombo. Wisdom enlightens.
yours for the taking. You're a player in its making. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Change the world as we know it. Be an actor or a poet. Add your own color to the painting of our Asia. A spark can start a fire. The will to change fuels desire. Find yourself on cloud nine, full of life, a chance to shine. Run, walk, sprint, whatever you choose. Letting go of all the blues. Can't be held back. I'm taking charge right now. Are you ready? Feel the sunrise over on the horizon. This is our paradise, a golden promise of a chance to grow. I will viva, welcome to Sri Lanka. I will Asia, this is the moment we waited for. So let us learn together, stand tall and sing your I will viva. I will viva, I will viva, I will Asia.
Well-being beyond health. Asian University Alliance Youth Forum 2019. University of Colombo, Sri Lanka.
I declare the Convocation reopened for the conferment of postgraduate degrees.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the University of Colombo, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, be conferred on Justice Salim Masouf, President's Counsel.
Chancellor, Your Grace, standing before this distinguished assembly, I'm glad and honored to present Honorable Justice Salim Masouf, retired Judge of the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, LLB University of Colombo, Colombo branch, LLM University of Colombo, and LLM University of San Diego, California, an attorney at law, a President's Counsel for the conferment of the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, LLD honoris causa of the University of Colombo. Having had his primary and secondary education at Arthusa College, Wellavatta, Sahira College, Colombo, and at Royal College, Colombo, Honorable Justice Salim Masouf entered the University of Ceylon, Colombo campus, where he read for his LLB degree. Honorable Justice Masouf was called to the bar of the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka in 1974. He obtained an LLM degree from the University of Colombo and an LLM degree from the University of San Diego, California. He has also received numerous fellowships granted by the UNDP, the Asia Foundation, the Commonwealth Secretariat, British Council, the World Intellectual Property Organization, etc. Chancellor, Your Grace, if I were to record the immense and enormous contribution rendered by Honorable Justice Masouf to the field of law, whether it is to the legal profession, legal education, legal research, development of laws, and legal structures, and jurisprudence as well as his achievements, I'm afraid this evening will not be sufficient to do justice to them. I do not wish to do that and be between his convocational address and the audience. Please permit me to take the liberty of giving a glimpse of them. My full text is appearing in the booklet made available to the Assembly. As a lawyer, Justice Salim Masouf's commitment to finer points of law and practice has been well recognized and acknowledged within and outside the legal fraternity. He first became a state counsel in the Attorney General's Department. He was promoted to the post of senior state counsel, then to the Deputy Solicitor General. He was appointed Additional Solicitor General and then rose to be the senior most Additional Solicitor General in the Attorney General's Department. In recognition of his professional eminences, he was invited to take silk and appointed as a President's Counsel in 1998. As an accomplished legal professional, his skills in settling legal instruments and court advocacy are admirable. During his tenure in the Attorney General's Department, He represented the government of Sri Lanka and public corporations in the original and appellate courts and in arbitration proceedings in a wide variety of cases. He also served as a prosecutor at the Special Presidential Commission appointed to inquire into public sector abuse of power, corruption, and malpractices. In 2004, Justice Salim Masood was appointed as the President of the Court of Appeal of Sri Lanka and was ex officio a member of the Superior Courts Complex Management Board. With effect from 20th January 2005, His Lordship was promoted to the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, which position was held till retirement from service on 17 December 2014. He also functioned as a member of the Board of Management of the Sri Lanka Judges Institute, the Judicial Service Commission, and the Incorporated Council of Legal Education. Honorable Justice Masood had the opportunity of acting for the Chief Justice on several occasions. His expertise and contribution are not restricted within the shores of Sri Lanka. On the invitation of the Indian government, he also functioned as a resource person for the National Judicial Academy of India. Also, he currently functions as a non-resident judge of the Supreme Court of Fiji. The legal education in the country has been fortunate to be an enormous beneficiary of his erudition and wisdom. He has been a teacher of law in the two most long-standing and reputed institutions of legal education in the country, the Sri Lanka Law College and the Faculty of Law, University of Colombo. Furthermore, Justice Masood has been an elected member of the Faculty Board of the Faculty of Law. He has contributed actively towards nurturing the academic and professional standards of these institutions through his experience and expertise. Honorable Justice Masood has extensively contributed to legal scholarships in the areas of commercial law, personal laws, arbitration, intellectual property law, and electronic law, and his writings have been published in reputed journals and law reviews. The areas which he has chosen to research on have been rarely explored in Sri Lanka. Hence, his scholarly contributions make welcome and much sought after additions to the legal knowledge in the country. Justice Masood's contribution to the field of law are numerous and illustrious. Invited by the government, Justice Masood has chaired, guided, and advised many national-level institutions responsible for strengthening and augmenting economic growth in the country. I do not wish to list those institutions now. Just one example amongst many others, he was the chairman of the committee appointed by the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka to revise the Takeovers and Mergers Code of Sri Lanka. He was invited by the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka with the concurrence of the Chief Justice and approval of the President of Sri Lanka to reformulate the Company Takeovers and Mergers Code of Sri Lanka. This apart, he has been serving many other non-legal entities in the social, cultural, and religious arenas. Honorable Justice Masood's forte is his clarity of thought and expression. He excels in putting across his thoughts lucidly and precisely. He has represented Sri Lanka at numerous international conferences as the keynote speaker and a speaker, and participated in trainings and tours in his capacity of a judicial officer in Europe, Africa, Australia, and Asia. It is such a legal luminary par excellence that I am proud and honored to present to you, Chancellor Your Grace, for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, of the University of Colombo. It would be a fitting tribute to confer the LLD degree upon this genial, impeccable, and respectable gentleman, Honorable Justice Salim Masuf, retired Judge of the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka. Chancellor, Your Grace, I'm sure that the University of Colombo is rightly proud to have the opportunity of conferring the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws on Honorable Justice Salim Masuf, President's Counsel, taking into consideration his erudite, invaluable, and immense contribution to the legal profession, legal education, national laws, legal framework, and development of jurisprudence of the country. Thank you, Your Grace. I would now like to invite Honorable Justice Salim Masuf, President's Counsel, to deliver the convocation address. Thank you.
Chancellor, Your Grace, Madam Vice Chancellor, Rector, members of the Council and Senate, Deans of Faculties, Senior Professors, Heads of Department and other members of the academic staff, Registrar, Bursar, and other members of the administrative staff, my fellow postgraduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. May the peace, mercy, and blessings of the Almighty be with you all. It is a great joy to be back home where I rightfully belong, and to accept with great humility the conferral of an honorary degree recommended by the Senate and resolved by the Council of this great university. I'm not the first former judge of the Supreme Court to be so honored. My illustrious predecessors, Honorable Justice Professor C.G. Viramantri, Honorable Justice A.R.B. Amarasinghe, and Honorable Justice M.D.H. Fernando, better known as Mark Fernando, were similarly honored by the University of Colombo. And though I am not equal to any of these three giants whom I hold in great reverence, I know I am in good company. It is an additional honor to be asked to deliver this convocation address amongst this distinguished, accomplished, and learned gathering. I deeply appreciate the invitation of the University of Colombo. Let me begin by felicitating and applauding my fellow graduates, their teachers and families on this great day when all your sustained commitment and hard work reach fruition and all your dreams come true. At the moment, I have been reaving for a little warm water because of an affliction of the throat, about which I'll talk later. This is time for celebration, recognition, and thanksgiving. Learning is a lifetime process, and although your years of toiling on your selected field of study has come to an end, it is good to remember that the process of learning has to go on throughout life. We have the duty to apply our learning in whatever disciplines we have specialized to help the world to meet its enormous challenges, about some of which I shall address today, and to find ways and means of resolving the problems that the human family and other life forms that inhabit this earth, the only planet we can live in, and with which we share this world, have to be grappled with. I would like to speak a few words about my association with this university. In 1968, when I was admitted as a student of the University of Ceylon, Colombo, which was the predecessor to the University of Colombo, I became one of the first students of the Faculty of Law of that university. The Faculty of Law was established in 1967, just 1 year before I joined. During my stay in the law faculty from 1968 to 1972, it was a 3-year program but was prolonged by the insurrection, about which also I'll have to speak later on. Our lecturers included Professor T. Nadaraja, a giant in the field, Professor Mark Kure, Professor C.F. Amarasinghe, Professor Savitri Gunasekara, Professor M. Sornaraja, Professor Nirmala Chandrahasan, Dr. Stanislaus Pulle, Dr. Ravi Tenakon, Dr. Nimal Disanayaka, and Mr. Alavi Mohideen. This handful of teachers not only taught us to fly, but also taught us something about our roots. I was not fortunate to be a student of Professor G.L. Pieris during this period, since he was in London doing further studies. But he returned in time to be one of my examiners and happened to be one of the most generous in marking. It was a decade later, in July 1984, that I was conferred the degree of Master of Laws in Administrative Law by the University of Colombo, a course that was taught entirely by Professor G.L. Pieris. I had the good fortune to be ever close to the University of Colombo as a visiting lecturer in commercial law, and also occasionally Muslim law when Professor Scarnival was out of the country, while I held office in the Attorney General's Department as a state counsel and was going up the ladder of seniority. You may call me a part-time academic. In 1989, I had the opportunity of going overseas to study international trade law in the University of San Diego, California, for which I am grateful to the then Attorney General, Honorable Shiva Pasupati, and Dr. Eric G. Jensen, who was a law consultant to Asia Foundation Office in Colombo, and was also involved at that time in teaching international trade law in an LLM program organized by the University of Colombo in 1987. It commenced in 1987, but didn't go on for too long. Now, when bidding farewell to me in September 1989, Dr. Jensen told me, we Americans like to make sure that every dollar and every cent we spend in any developing country is well spent. And I would like you to repay your debt by teaching international trade law to Sri Lankan students when you return to Colombo. Unfortunately, by the time I came back to Colombo, the LLM program had been disbanded. Nevertheless, I was able to continue my association with the law faculty of the University of Colombo as an occasional lecturer, research supervisor, examination moderator, examiner, and member of the interview panels. Most gratifying to me was the opportunity I had of being involved with the law faculty for many years, and to date as an elected member of the faculty board. I'm also happy to say that I was able to fulfill the promise I made to Dr. Eric G. Jensen in a small way. When around October 1999, the Sri Lanka Law College had the blessings of the Incorporated Council of Legal Education to commence a specialized program of study leading to a diploma in international intellectual property law. This institute later blossomed into what was called the Advanced Legal Studies Unit, which in October 2005, just after I had assumed office as Judge of the Supreme Court, commenced an LLM program in international trade law in collaboration with the University of Wales, to which I was appointed as the course director. I had the opportunity then of teaching international sales and licensing and international commercial arbitration for a few years. The program became so popular that the Advanced Legal Studies Unit was upgraded as the Institute of Advanced Legal Studies so that it could undertake more LLM programs, starting with one on criminal justice. Unfortunately, due to certain issues, ILS was abruptly closed down. I'm happy that the Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, after many years of hibernation, has been recommenced now under the leadership of Dr. D.M. Karunaratne. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now come to the theme of my convocation address, which is change, the biggest challenge of our times. From the time I became a student at the University of Ceylon, Colombo in September 1968, I was exposed to the stark realities of life. I have no doubt that you too were exposed to the same realities in more recent times. It was during my studentship at the Faculty of Law that the 1971 insurrection broke out. And although there were some disruptions in our study programs, there was much for me to learn from that experience. Much has been written about the 1971 insurrection, but as MSM Ayub, a well-known writer, explains in a short article entitled The 1971 Insurrection in Retrospect, the failed insurrection had a great impact on the politics in Sri Lanka. On the economic front, it compelled the government of the then Prime Minister, Mrs. Sirimao Bandaranaike, to introduce radical land reform legislation and many other welfare measures to meet the demands for social equity. And on the political front, the Janata Vimukti Peramuna, JVP, which was behind the insurrection, was able to spearhead a movement to legally break away from the British sovereignty, which not only resulted in the abolition of appeals to Privy Council, but the proclamation of the Republican Constitution of 1972, which was described as an autochthonous constitution, that is rooted in the people, and which totally broke away from the sovereignty of the British Crown. It was the JFV that was instrumental in enacting the 17th Amendment to the Constitution in 2001, which was introduced during the famous Parivasa Anduwa under President Chandrika Kumaratunga, considerably curtailing the powers of the executive presidency through the introduction of the Constitutional Council and independent commissions. The 1971 events demonstrate how an expression of political will through a show of force or even persistent civil society agitation can bring about much needed change, a thought to which I shall return later on in this address. As we all know, humankind, the most advanced of sapiens, have developed over a long period of time into what they are now: modern, sophisticated, and extremely intelligent beings. In a very general sense, it seems that the very same development has tended to diminish some of the human qualities, such as tolerance, kindness, caring, and love. Not only that, the development of the internet, smartphones, and other modern forms of human interaction and activity has brought family and community life to disarray. As Yuval Noah Harari has observed in his book, Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, the immense improvement in material conditions over the last 2 centuries was offset by the collapse of the family and the community. The world has from ancient times been devastated by wars. And the 2 world wars it had faced has made humanity weary of wars. At the turn of the millennium, in the year 2000, wars caused the death of 310,000 individuals. Harari puts these victims of wars and 523 other killed in violent crimes in the year 2000 into a macro historic perspective by pointing out that these 830 victims comprise only 1.5% of the 56 million people who died in the year 2000. Despite this very relevant and objective perspective, the point to ponder is whether we really need a third world war. Whatever may be the compelling factor or provocation for it. Because the third world war can be the last war of the human family, never to be repeated, since the inevitable result of the world war using nuclear power can only be self-destruction. The factor is perhaps the only reason for nuclear deterrence. Phenomena such as radicalization, violent extremism, and terrorism, as manifested in the recent Christchurch mosque shooting and the Sri Lanka's Easter Sunday bombings, have all become serious threats to social harmony and coexistence, which has made law enforcement authorities to rethink counter-terrorist strategies. Only last week, on 29th of October, at London Bridge, there was an incident of terror. And it makes us feel that there is need to root out the poison of extremism from society. Only in May 2009, Sri Lanka had emerged from 3 decades of internal strife, which resulted in thousands of deaths of not only members of the Sri Lankan forces and young combatants, but also approximately 40,000 civilians, some of whom were killed in terrorist attacks. And the Easter Sunday bombings in April this year and its aftermath has aroused fears of possible return to internal strife. In my view, regaining the much valued human characteristics of tolerance, kindness, caring, and love through measures such as strengthening spiritualism, meditation practice. In fact, in certain countries now, they are sending offenders for meditation instead of to jail, because it's more difficult to maintain jails. Value system enhancement, civic education, improvement of social awareness, and civil society activism rank as one of the biggest challenges that mankind faces in contemporary world. It is true that over the years, human societies have developed politically and with many facets of democratic government, with egalitarian value systems, human rights charters, great constitutions, and sophisticated legal systems. The Industrial Revolution has been overtaken by the Information Revolution, and we are now in the midst of the digital or social revolution that has put technology in the forefront, transforming the world at a rapid pace, providing greater options for economic development, human welfare, and social interaction. In particular, artificial intelligence, which we call AI for short, represents a new frontier of technological opportunities, and many developing nations have put AI to optimal use in warfare, national security measures, socio-economic development, and education. The importance of AI is highlighted by the establishment of the world's first ever artificial intelligence-focused university in Abu Dhabi, in the United Arab Emirates, which will have its first intake of students in September 2020. But with all these developments, the world still faces enormous challenges. For the sake of time, I can only mention a few of them. One concern is that by the year 2050, not very far away from today, if the world continues to exist as it is today, it must feed 9 billion people, as the demand for food will be 60% greater than it is today. The question has been posed as to how this target can be met with climate change, in particular global warming, and such scenarios as extreme weather conditions. Mercifully, today we didn't have the thunderstorms. Excessive rainfall, severe droughts, and even raging bushfires impacting on agricultural production. A recent study of global vegetable production concluded that if greenhouse gas emissions continue on their current trajectory, agricultural yields could fall by 35% by 2100 due to water scarcity and increased salinity and ozone. The impact of global warming is not confined to agriculture and is predicted to affect the availability as well and safety of seafoods. Although newer methods of agricultural production, artificial meat, and genetically modified food have come into vogue, their impact are insufficient to meet the food demands by 2050, and the future seems to be bleak. This brings me to the many iniquities of the world that must be put right. I shall confine myself due to constraints of time, to the two most striking iniquities of the world, which can also demonstrate the way forward. The first is the unequal distribution of wealth and income, and the second is unequal treatment of women. While, as already noted, there is no doubt large-scale poverty in certain underdeveloped parts of the world, including certain parts of Sri Lanka, certain developed nations seem to be having plenty of food and all the comforts. It is ironic that according to recent Oxfam statistics, exposures, while just 8 super-rich men, 6 of whom are from the United States, hold the same amount of wealth as the poorest half of the world population, the income gap seems to be ever increasing. Oxfam has warned in a recent report that if left unchecked, growing inequality threatens to pull out societies apart, and cites Brexit, Donald Trump's campaign, and a worrying rise in racism and the widespread disillusionment with mainstream politics as examples. It is also ironic to see that while around the world 795 million people face hunger on a daily basis and 2 billion people suffer from malnutrition, globally there are now more people who are overweight, obese, than underweight, with the two combined accounting for more than half of the world population. The problem seems to be one of unequal distribution than real shortage. It is in this context significant to note that the United States spent US $6.4 trillion on wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and Pakistan since it began in 2001 with the war against terror, so-called war against terror, which total is sufficient to feed all hungry people of the world. It is this single factor that has motivated all fair-numbered philanthropists, such as Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, to undo the damage that is being done by their governments. The other major iniquity is gender inequality, which is a perennial problem arising from patriarchy that seems to run deep in the human family. The problem as well as its solution was put in a nutshell by Harari, who has observed that, quote, patriarchal societies educated men to think and act in a masculine way, and women to act and think in a feminine way, punishing anyone who dares to cross those boundaries. Yet they do not equally reward those who conform. The problem of unequal pay for the same work has been much written of, but very little has been achieved. In Sri Lanka, I have been involved for some years in the worthy cause of improving the quality of justice meted out to Sri Lankan Muslims, particularly Muslim women, through the Qazi court system, and the battle is still on. And there has been strong resistance from unenlightened ulama. Ulama means Muslim theologians. Just prior to the recent presidential election, the Cabinet of Ministers sent a proposal to delete the word male from sections 12.1 and 14.1 of the Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act into cold storage. Sections 12.1 and 14.1 prevented women from being qazis, who are supposed to be judges, who deal with matrimonial dispute in the Qazi court. It was remarkable that this result was achieved thanks to the structure of the joint memorandum signed by the Minister of Justice and the Minister of Muslim Affairs, with two annexures. The first containing some progressive and much needed amendments to the Act, as proposed by a committee chaired by me, which the Cabinet of Ministers very rightly decided to send to the Legal Trust Fund for preparing amending legislation. But what was cruel was that the recommendation of the committee to upgrade the Qazi court by appointing full-time and eminently qualified competent Qazis, and to remove the legislative disqualification of women holding office as Qadis, were included in the second annexure to the joint cabinet memorandum, which the cabinet decided to send to the Honorable Chief Justice and the Judicial Service Commission for consideration as proposed by the Ministers of Justice and Muslim Affairs. I'm sure that the two ministers and the Cabinet of Ministers knew very well that the Judicial Service Commission had no power to appoint women as Qazis without first amending Section 12.1 and 14.1 of the Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act. It appears that patriarchy stands prominent in Sri Lanka as much as it is in the rest of the world. Now there is talk about one country, one law, about which I too have written. And my humble view is that repealing the MMDA, instead of reforming the system as proposed by the committee chaired by me, will only make things worse. My appeal to the government is not to throw the baby out with the bathwater. We should think not once, but 100 times before departing from the rich cultural and legal heritage which as Sri Lankans we are all proud of. I, for one, believe in diversity, like unity is strength. It is in this context of all these challenges facing the world today, and in the uncertainty that we have about the future, that I wish to stress the role of civil society in the efforts to solving these problems. We cannot expect the United Nations, other intergovernmental bodies or national governments to bring about much needed change to the world. And it is here that civil society can be expected to play a major role. Civil society is not something external to us, because we are all part of what we call civil society. We are collectively the sovereigns of this nation. And in fact, I still wear the crown on my little finger. You can see me, the mark that was given to me when I voted at the presidential election. That's the crown. Every one of us have the responsibility to share the fruits of our learning through our work, publications, teachings, mentoring, and in multivarious other ways, which can be of great benefit to the well-being of society and the future generations. I'm indeed overwhelmed by the variety of richness of the expertise of those who are graduating today. And I understand with high credentials, which put them in a great position to bring about enormous changes that are needed everywhere. May I suggest to the University of Colombo, particularly to the Vice Chancellor, to make a list of its alumni who can be the world changers. If they are interlinked so as to be able to communicate and interact with each other, they can be a great think tank, as well as one of the most powerful civil society bodies in Sri Lanka. Almost all my fellow graduates are or will be in the government sector or the private sector. Both sectors will have a major role to play to help overcome poverty and hunger, malnutrition and disease, intolerance and lack of understanding, hatred and disharmony, togetherness and family care, and much more. We also need to rethink our system of education and find ways of helping innovation and invention while encouraging entrepreneurship. At present, the world is in turmoil, and there is much uncertainty and frustration. International law has to be revived from its present plight of helplessness and ineffectiveness, and the world can do better than that when it comes to global justice and the fight against hunger. It is only by achieving justice that the world can be saved from greed, corruption, and abuse of power. Climate change is a major problem. As I speak today, COP25, the Madrid Climate Change Conference in Spain, has brought the world together to consider the implementation of the Paris Agreement and to take meaningful action to combat climate change by making people aware of the dangers of climate change. Some nations don't seem to understand this. There is also an ongoing debate about the threat that the United States has made on the justices of the International Criminal Court to arrest them if they take action against American war criminals. We in Sri Lanka are in a crucial political turning point, and let us hope that we can make that magical U-turn on the route we have taken ever since independence. Another challenge is that while human foresight is limited, it is necessary to open up the mind to hitherto unimaginable possibilities and work out strategies to deal with whatever problem that materialize in the future. It is at times like this, when the future is so uncertain and we are not sure what direction life is going to take, that the setting up of a Center for Strategic Futures can be useful. This can best be done by a multidisciplinary group of people, like the esteemed gathering we have here today. Many developed nations, including Singapore, I have a visitor from Singapore to see me being conferred a doctorate by this esteemed university, who is my son, who is also in academia, teaching at the Nanyang Technological University. And he is here today. It is at times like this that when future is uncertain, that we are not sure what direction life is going to take, that the setting up of this Center for Strategic Futures can be useful. This can be best done by a multidisciplinary body like ours. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that our think tank can be harnessed to proceed in a progressive route to economic recovery and prosperity, and to respond to unforeseen and even unforeseeable eventualities that may create emergencies. Let me provide a frightening example. What do we do if the asteroid known as 2019 WR3 which is supposed to be coming towards Earth this evening, which is the size of the Egyptian pyramid, and is supposed to be passing this Earth tonight at a distance of little more than 5 million kilometers at the speed of 27,000 kilometers per hour. If this asteroid rapidly changes trajectory and starts moving towards Earth, what will happen? Already a call has been made by a very well-known scientist for amateur astronomers to volunteer to research for the European Space Agency, ESA, to study, which will be aimed at seeing the movements of these asteroids and methods of deflecting asteroids that may pose danger to our planet. When that works out, perhaps in a decade or so, that will be civil society in action. But we don't have to do such big things for civil society to be in action. There are small problems which can be dealt with, and most of them can be solved by civil society. Let me conclude by saying that it is not easy to bring about change, nor is it always easy to respond to change, which is very much part of our life. There can be many obstacles that anyone seeking change will no doubt encounter. And mercifully, there are ways to which these obstacles may be overcome. In my view, a primary factor that hinders much needed change in the human family's instinctive response that may be summed up in 3 words: might is right. The subconscious fear of human beings to take an untrodden path or to go against well-accepted norms, governments, or established international organizations such as the UN. There can be many other obstacles, such as the absence of clear and powerful vision, or the failure to communicate the vision to possible allies, the failure to rally around numerical support, including strategic and influential coalitions, the unwillingness to sacrifice time, possible perks and promotions for a better future, not establishing a sense of urgency and commitment, and the inability to manage the mechanics of change, in particular working out strategies for piecemeal but meaningful change. In other words, bringing about change is no easy task, and it is important to plan and manage the process of change. Let me give my own example of a trend I had set in my career as a judge of the Supreme Court, in dissenting when dissent was called for. Since it is no secret that the common law tradition, dissenting judgments have been forerunners of change. In my view, dissent is a way forward and can yield great results only in an environment where tolerance prevails over rigid thinking, and the people have cultivated broad outlooks and are willing to learn and change. I'm duty-bound to thank the University of Colombo for this opportunity. My heartfelt thanks once again to the Dean and other members of the Faculty of Law, the Senate, and the Council of the University of Colombo. To my fellow graduates, they are still graduates, but they'll be receiving their degrees very soon, and I don't want to be separating them from their degrees. I, for one, for all these graduates, I give my love and respect, along with best wishes for a bright tomorrow, a global tomorrow, a tomorrow of international law and universal human rights, a tomorrow that will help us make the necessary change. Thank you.
By authority vested in me as the Chancellor, I confer the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa on Justice Salim Marsouf, President's Counsel.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the University of Colombo, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Philosophy be conferred on those to be presented in person and in absentia by the Deans of the Faculties of Arts, Education, Graduate Studies, Law, Management and Finance, Medicine, Science, and the Directors of the Institute of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology and the University of Colombo School of Computing.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present the following for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy degree from Faculty of Arts. Buddhist Studies, Amarakon AMS. Demography, Manel DPK. Economics, Adamu Jibir. Jayatilaka DN. Nguyen Van Chen. Zahid F. Vidanage SP. Vikramasinghe AAIN. Geography, Pereira SH. Ranasinghe EMS. Ranasinghe TKGP. Sinhala Bandara TACJS. Thank you, Your Grace.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present following for the conferment of the degrees Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Philosophy offered by the Faculty of Education. Doctor of Philosophy, Athirathan S. Bandara LMK, Munagamage KP, Niranjani ES, Virajit KGC, Zaruddin SS, Master of Philosophy, Anulavati EM, Damayanti RPR. Godfrey Joel, Venerable Godfrey Joel E. Pushpa W. Ratnasena PHUGK. Samarasinghe H. Venerable Sugata Dhamma D. Violet A. Vijay Ratna HDP. So, thank you, Your Grace.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present from the Faculty of Graduate Studies the following for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Bandara I.R. Dimel V.S.T. Garba I. Hapugoda H.A.M.A. Herath H.M.I.C. Cabra M.Y. Patiranage A.M.S.D. Master of Philosophy, Chaturika P.R.D. Valisundara W.M.U.S.K. Vijay G.U.K. Master of Philosophy in Clinical Psychology, Samaravira J.P.U. Thank you, Your Grace.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I'm glad and honored to present to you from the Faculty of Law the following graduates for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Philosophy. Doctor of Philosophy, M.R.C. Fernando. Master of Philosophy, D.S. Madhavatta. Thank you, Your Grace.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor of presenting following for the conferment of Master of Philosophy degree. Veerasekara W. B. M. P. N. Thank you, Your Grace.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I am privileged and honored to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy offered by the Faculty of Medicine. Bandara WMMS. Duminder GGN. Manamperi NH. Manapperuma U. Pereira BDR. Ranasinghe P. Ratnayaka AJIS. Tambavita TMDD. Thank you, Your Grace.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present following for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Philosophy from the Faculty of Science. This year, Science faculty produces 19 PhDs and 6 MPhils. I'm happy to read their names for you. Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry, Herath DR. Kajendran K. Nagentiran S. Sanjeevan R. Physics, Bandara KND. Gunasekara TALN. Jayasinghe JLK. Kumara PDC. Plant Sciences, Dhanapala MPCS. Gunasekara NW. Kumari PDSU. Pereira SATA. Statistics, Abhay Gunawardena RAB. Basnayaka WMND. Deshani KAD. Zoology, Abesekara WPKM. Fernando HKAVAK. Jayaratna RL. Kumari UAVL. Master of Philosophy, Mathematics, Ananta Krishna M. Nuclear Science, Abedira DR. Physics, Palihakara KW. Plant Sciences, Kirivattuduwa B. Madhusani HKI. And Silva JN. Thank you, Your Grace.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present the following for the conferment of the degrees from the Institute of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology. Doctor of Philosophy, Karunaratna KHT. Mapala Gamage MS. Mendis AS. Pereira HDSM. Pradeepa NHL. Rodrigo HACIK. Senatilaka NHKS. Sundralingam T. Master of Philosophy, Ekanayaka EMSI. Thank you, Your Grace.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present the following for the conferment of the degrees from the University of Colombo School of Computing. Master of Philosophy, Fernando M.A. ID. Kasturi AP. Vidanage BVKI. Thank you, Your Grace.
By authority vested in me as the Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Philosophy.
Chancellor Your Grace, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the University of Colombo, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Doctor of Medicine be conferred on those to be presented in person and in absentia by the Director of the Postgraduate Institute of Medicine.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present the following for conferment of the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Anesthesiology, Abhevardhana SHPEL. Abhevikrama CD. Abhevardhana WSN. Amarasekara PS. Attanayaka AMDN. Balasuriya BNVNY. Chandrasekara MDSS. De Silva PKAN. Dharmasena JTK. Disanayaka AN. Disanayaka KAR. Disanayaka MMED. Gamage MSK. Ge Balanage IC. Herat MP. Huruggamuwa CD. Jayabahu JMSL. Jayasingha Arachi TMK. Kankanamge KTG. Khanna K. Karunaratna KGNS. Kumari DWM KLWCM. Manamperu DP. Mehan S. Munasingha BM. Muthukumarana PIL. Pakiradan G. Premakumar S. Ramanan T. Ramesh P. Ranavira AGRMA. Samarasinghe SUD. Sivasubramaniam M. Sundrakumar T. Vitanage KS. Vijayanayaka RS. Vimalasiri TGNP. Vitanage ORK. Chemical Pathology. Patirana VPA TV. Vidana Patirana DM. Clinical Hematology. Abe Vikrama MD. Bandara NWVMN. Dasanayaka DMH MK. Disanayaka DMUP. Hemali PLM. Jayasundara CN. Kumarasiri MHT. Kumudumala JA. Pushpakumari GVT. Varnakula Surya SP. Vikramasinghe WAON. Vimala Chandra BCM. Clinical Oncology. Gamage TGAS. Gayani LAP. Madhumarachi PS. Piris WCV. Ruanpura T. Senviratna MMAA. Tilakaratna HMND. Community Dentistry. Dana Priyanka HHM. Vikramasinghe D. Community Medicine. Hettiarachi CA. Hevage SA. Jayakodi JMSN. Jayavikrama WIU. Jeevataran H. Patirana VPSD. Piris TDP. Senviratna WKVS. Velgama IP. Velappuli NT. Vijayasekara NWANY. Dermatology, Anushan K. Gunaratna HWNN. Jayakant P. Keragala BSDP. Liyanagama DP. Nanayakara KP. Pereira HASJ. Vijayavardhana NGAN. Emergency Medicine. Ambangwala AMAS. Colambage CDJ. Dangampola MS. Darshani AGT. Dharmasena NSI. Ekanayaka EMSB. Ekanayaka EMUE. Fernando TNMS. Gunasekara HS. Hannadige LM. Jayatilaka SMK GNK. Kodikara KAAE. Kumaragama SKB. Manjula AAD. Priyakalum HAU. Rajavarnan R. Ratnayaka RM LB. Silva GHSP. Veerasinghe GADP. Vikramasinghe CD. Vijay Gunawardhana PKI. Vijay Tilaka BHW MGT. Family Medicine. Bandara PHNL. Damayanti HPS. Jayanath AAK. Valpola DN. Varnasurya WMP. Valivatta CT. Forensic Medicine. De Silva LML. Gunaratna EGUN. Vasudeva K. Histopathology. Disanayaka WAJ. Gamlaksha DS. Kankanamge A. Moravakkorala EA MKD. Walisinghe DD. Medical Administration. Adhikari AMPS. Hamdani AM. Patirage ID. Pereira D.A.K. Ratnakirti H.A. Medical Education Ellavala A.T. Medical Microbiology Bologna B.E. Caldera T.S.K.R.D. Galapatti J. Gunaratna M.N.T.D. Jayavira J.A.A.S. Priyadarshana W.U. Ranasinghe R.A.T.K. Tushari H.L. Medical Parasitology Malavarachi C.H. Medical Virology Mahanama A.I.K. Samaravira B. Medicine Abheratta H.G.C.R. Abhenayaka D.R. Abhesundara I.D.H.P.K. Adhikari L.M.S.H. Akram A.U.A. Amarasena H.L.P. Amarasinghe R.M.M.K. Amiyangoda C.G.K. Anoj L.M.D. Apuhami P.D.S.A.N. Balendran K. Bartholomew N.A. Basnayaka B.M.L.S. Bernard P.D.J. Boralassa M.D.S. Kure A.A.S. Dasanayaka M.P.K. Dialvis J.P.N. Dharaniyagala MP. Dharmapriya LBWIG. Dilrukshi KDT. Dilrukshi MDSA. Farid S.A. Fernando D.P. GSP. Fernando GTG. Gunatilaka MPML. Gunatilaka SH. Hemachandra KHDT. Hennayaka AS. Herat HMMTB. Jayasekara JMS. Jayasingha PA. Jayavardhana GJKAA. Jayavardhana PM. Jeevani KKD. Jagavantan D. Karyavasam KBNI. Karthik G. Kesavan T. Kularatna LS. Kumarasinghe DSA. Kumarasiri SG. Liyanage CK. Liyanage DM. Mohotti SP. Mujahid SBAM. Munasinghe AHE. Naushad MGM. Nilanga WFC. Nilanka HS. Nishanta DG. Pereira KMIC. Pereira KSK. Pereira MTC. Pereira WCS. Pirasat S. Piyaratna SPMLR. Prabhat IHDS. Prabuddhi SAA. Priyankara WP GP. Rajapaksa RMIM. Ranasinghe JANJ. Ranasinghe P. Ranatunga H.I. Ratnasamy V. Ratnayaka R.M. UKB. Ruswan MFM. Sanjeeva WAHP. Satyasagaran N. Senaratna LKGNN. Seniviratna HMKRNB. Sopan V. Sauntaralingam S. Sudat IR. Sudusingha TN. Tilakaratna TAD. Udeshika WAE. Vidanagamage AS. Frikkama Arachi CP. Vikrama Arachi RM. Vikramasinghe DSA. Vikramatunga PGIS. Vijayavardhana RPDA. Vijayaratna KMRC. Vijayasinghe WATA. Vijayatunga WMUA. Vijay Vikrama PSA. Vitana CPH. Obstetrics and Gynecology. Athulat Mudali SR. Bambaranda BGIK. De Silva RS. Dilruwan MANP. Fahim SM. Gunaratna SMSG. Jayalat JAVS. Jayasinghe KS. Kumara BMB. Liana Patabendi D. Makarim AHM. Ruwanpura LP. Samarakkodi SN. Tarindu EAD. Stuarathipan R. Vasantaraja V. Ophthalmology. Adhikaram AMND. Bandara P. De Silva K. G. J. Gunasekara TR TK. Gunawardhana HPMK. Handevitarana SR. Hettige LP. Kurera SKGS. Paranaheva PPH STD. Udakumbura SJ. Oral and maxillofacial surgery. Dhammika TAN. Herath MPB. Trilosanan G. Orthodontics. Ananda Sayanan G. Anuradhi SDP. Lakmali GAG. Nanayakara DP. Pereira WKL. Samarasinghe NKKG. Veerasurya WASP. Vijayasinghe KS. Orthopedic surgery. Chandrasekhara GHMDN. Dasanayaka DMCS. Falil MA. Jayanta TV. Palkumbura DC. Rismi MM. Dayaparan R. Vishnukant M. Otorhinolaryngology. Jayalath JMS. Kalora KMJB. Kunabalasingham T. Rosa OKD ST. Pediatrics. Ahmad PMA. Amarakon GGGT. Amarasekara AGSM. Chandraratna LMMM. Darshika GHI. Egodavatta NS. Geetanjali B. Gunaratna CR. Kumar GPR. Munasingha KD. Premachandra DSPKH. Samaranayaka PGWS. Sanjeeva KLAM. Saravana Bhavanandan M. Sundaresan J. Vishnukumar S. Veeratna CT. Vikramasinghe IKM. Vijayasundara SC. Psychiatry. Amarasuriya MY. Dias DVM. Heva Vitarana UH. Lianage ULNS. Malavarachi SI. Marceline RD. Rovel WWJSM. Samaravikrama ST. Subendran M. Radiology. Abheratna AMR CPK. Arandara VL. Atauda AAKN. Atukorala AKH. Disarnayaka LK. Fonseca C. Jayanthan BAD. Jayatilaka GAMCK. Muthukumara Swami MN. Nisanka CP. Patirana TW. Prashani PhDA. Punchiheva CP, Ratninda BWB, Rupasinghe JAS, Samarasinghe SHMEC, Sandakalum GR, Sanjeevani MAV, Sirivardhana ANB, Vadige KNH, Veragoda WARV, Vitanachi LH, Restorative Dentistry, Andaravava KRBSK, Bandaranayaka BMCA, Hevage PA, Jayasundara PK, Pereira WMMS, Prematilaka LKN, Rupasinghe DS, Srikantan R, Vimalratna AAAK, Surgery, Abhay Vikrama SS, Abhayratna PGPL, Alvis WUC, De Silva WSL, Dharmasiri KBV SVT, Ekanayaka CS, Gamage RT, Gunawardhana RMTM, Indika TWKG, Indrajit DS, Jayatilaka AB, Jayavardhana MD, Kamaladasa AA, Kapilan G, Karunatilaka CT, Lambias PM, Nanayakara KDL, Patirana VB, Rohana AMV, Sasikaran B, Sayantan B, Sivashankar M, Sopan S. Tanusan V. Vijay Surendra HD. Transfusion Medicine. Gunawardana SMP. Ranasinghe SL. Seniviratna EMSK. Tilakaratna TMYK. Venereology. Dileka WSC. Karunaratna HMAH. Nanayakara SS. Piris AWTN. Pereira MPVR. Ubesekara KGK. Vijayasekara KACR. Thank you, Your Grace.
By authority vested in me as the Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degree of Doctor of Medicine.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the University of Colombo, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Doctor of Medicine in Ayurveda be conferred on those to be presented in person and in absentia by the Director of the Institute of Indigenous Medicine.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I honor the presenting the names of graduates who obtain postgraduate degree of Doctor of Medicine in Ayurveda, offered by Institute of Indigenous Medicine. Dravikuna Vinjana, Dis Silva, MRW. Kachikitsa, Vijay Sundara, MWKA. Thank you, Your Grace.
By authority vested in me as the Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degree of Doctor of Medicine in Ayurveda.
Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the University of Colombo, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the gold medals and prizes be awarded to those to be presented for having achieved the highest standard of excellence. Postgraduate Institute of Medicine, Doctor of Medicine, Dr. P.T. De Silva Gold Medal for Clinical Medicine, February-March 2018 examination, A.S. Vidana Gamage. August-September 2018 examination, D. Jagavanthan. Dr. John F. Stokes, Gold Medal for Medicine, February-March 2018 examination, D. M. Lianage. August-September 2018 examination, D. Jagavanthan. Professor Milroy Paul Gold Medal for Clinical Surgery, February 2018 examination, M.D. Jayawardena. July 2018 examination, KDL Nanakara. Dr. Rasapille Gabriel Memorial Gold Medal for General Surgery, February 2018 examination, non-qualified. July 2018 examination, RMTM Gunawardena. Dr. Andrew Sims Gold Medal for Psychiatry, M.Y. Amarasuriya. Henry Nanakar Gold Medal for Obstetrics and Gynecology, non-qualified. Dr. H.K.T. Fernando Memorial Gold Medal for Clinical Oncology, non-qualified. Professor Sanath P. Lama Badasuriya Gold Medal for Pediatrics, non-qualified. Dr. P. A. Veerasinghe Gold Medal for Ophthalmology, S.J. Udakubura, sorry. Professor Priyani Soisa Gold Medal for Pediatrics, non-qualified. ACEM PGIM Gold Medal for Emergency Medicine, H.S. Gunasekara. Dr. Upali Banagala Gold Medal for the Best Student at the Orthopedic Surgery Examination 2018 February-March, M.M. Rizmi. July 2018 examination, M.A. Falil. Dr. Thisal Jayawardena Gold Medal for the Most Outstanding Successful Candidate, March 2018 examination, M.P. Herath. August 2018 examination, jointly awarded to TMK Jayasingha Arachi and AGRMA Ranavira. Gold medal for the best PGIM student, Doctor of Medicine category for the year 2018, RMTM Gunavardhana. Dr. P.R. Anthony's Gold Medal for Basic Sciences in Surgery, Selection Examination 2014, A.A. Kamaladasa. Vice Chancellor's Awards for Research Excellence in 2018, Faculty of Arts, Dr. Vimal Heva Manage.
Dr. Vimal Hevamanage earned his BA with first-class honors in 2001 from University of Kelaniya. He then obtained his master's and MPhil from the same university. He joined the academic staff of the Department of Buddhist Studies at the University of Colombo as a temporary assistant lecturer in 2005, and in 2006 he was appointed as a probationary lecturer. In 2011, he was promoted to the post of senior lecturer. He earned his doctoral degree from the Wuhan University in 2016 for his doctoral thesis titled Approaches to the Stages of Realization, a study of the problems of religious realization in early Buddhism, its development of Theravada Mahayana and Chinese Chan perspectives under the Chinese government scholarship program. In 2016, he was appointed as a co-editor of the Colombo Arts e-Journal of the Faculty of Arts, University of Colombo. In 2016, he was appointed as the faculty member of the Confucius Institute, University of Colombo. In addition to his teaching at the University of Colombo, he has been working as a visiting lecturer of postgraduate degree programs of national and international higher education institutes such as International Buddhist College, Thailand, Malaysian Buddhist Academy, Malaysia, Postgraduate Institute of Pali and Buddhist Studies, University of Kelaniya. He has published a number of books on Buddhist hygiene, Buddhist rituals, and Pali language, and also research papers in national and international referee journals. Further, Dr. Hevamanage is fluent in English, Chinese, Pali, and Sanskrit. Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present Dr. Vimal Hevamanage for the Faculty of Arts Vice Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence in year 2018.
Faculty of Education, Professor Mari Pereira. Dean.
So I'm happy to present the citation of the Professor Mari Pereira for the Vice Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence 2018. Mari Pereira had her primary education at Good Shepherd Convent, Panadura, and her secondary education at Holy Family Convent, Bambalapitiya, and graduated from the University of Peradeniya. She joined the teaching profession and taught in Piliyandala Central College, St. Agnes Balika Mahavidyalaya Balangoda, and Visakha Vidyalaya Colombo 5. In 1990, she obtained a merit pass for the postgraduate diploma in education, teaching of English as a second language from the University of Colombo. After obtaining the necessary teaching experience and the professional training, Mari Pereira joined the Faculty of Education in 1995 as a probationary lecturer in humanities education. She also obtained 2 master's degrees, Master of Philosophy in Education and Master of Science in Applied Psychology from the University of Colombo. She was awarded a Professional Development of Teacher Educators Fellowship by the World Bank to pursue doctoral studies at University of Wollongong, Australia in 1998. She obtained the Doctoral of Philosophy degree in 2001. Professor Pereira was promoted as senior lecturer in 2001, professor in 2007, and senior professor in 2014. Professor Pereira's research interest covers many areas in education, with more focus on her specialization applied linguistics. She has over 60 peer-reviewed research publications and several book chapters in internationally recognized publications. She has won several research awards, including the prestigious AILA Solidarity Award at the World Congress on Applied Linguistics in 2011. University of Colombo Annual Research Award recipient for excellence in research in the Faculty of Education in the year 2015. Winner of Zonta Women of Achievement Award for Education 2017 and Senate Award under open category for Research Excellence 2017, and the Best Joint Oral Presentation Award at the Kotalavala Defense University International Conference 2019. Professor Pereira has also contributed to university administration. She was the head of the Department of Humanities Education for 7 years, Director, Staff Development Center, University of Colombo for 1 year, the Dean of the Faculty of Education for 3 years, and since 2015, up to now, the Director of the National Education Research and Evaluation Center of the University of Colombo. She was instrumental in obtaining a 30 million HETC QIG3 grant for the Faculty of Education to improve the postgraduate studies in 2013. This enabled the faculty to develop a new MPhil leading to PhD program, which she coordinated and resulted in producing more than 10 PhDs and several MPhils during the last 2 years, including the ones who graduated today. I'm happy to, Chancellor, Your Grace, I present the Professor Mari Pereira's names to award the Vice Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence 2018.
Faculty of Management and Finance, Professor A.S. Adhikaram.
Arosha Adhikaram is a professor in HRM in the Department of Human Resources at the Faculty of Management and Finance of the University of Colombo. Professor Adhikaram graduated with honors from University of Colombo in 2001 with the Bachelor of Business Administration degree. She obtained her Master's of Art in Labor Studies and PhD in HRM from the Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Colombo in 2006 and 2010 respectively. She is currently the head of the department of the Human Resource Department and had held many other posts in the University of Colombo, including Coordinator of Executive Master of Business Administration, University Coordinator of University Development Grant, and the Faculty Coordinator of the Quality and Innovation Grant under the HTTC, a World Bank funded projects. She recently completed a tenure in another World Bank funded projects ahead as the academic expert, management, monitoring, and human resource development under the Ministry of Higher Education. Professor Adhikaram has many publications in peer-reviewed journals and has published a number of textbooks and book chapters in the area of labor law, labor relation, and human resource management with national and international publishers. He has received a number of awards locally and internationally, honoring a contribution for the academia and to the industry. She was awarded as one of the 10 outstanding young persons of the year 2010 by Junior Chamber International, Sri Lanka, and the Pride of HR Award by the World HRD Congress in Mumbai in the same year. She was also awarded the University of Colombo Vice Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence in Management and Finance in year 2017. Further, Professor Adhikaram has served as a resource person in many local and international forums and conferences. Her main research interest resides with the industrial relations, especially trade unionisms, gender and harassments at workplaces. She has received research fellowship from International Labour Organization, Geneva, University of New South Wales, Canberra, Australia, and Sri Lankan Foundation of Frederick Herbert Stephens. She is also the chairperson of the Education Reform Committee of Sri Lankan Institute of Marketing and a member of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management and the Center for Women Research. Professor Adhikaram is a CEDA certified teacher in higher education, UK, and a certified teacher in higher education, Sri Lanka. Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present Professor Arosha Adhikaram for Vice Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence 2019. Thank you.
Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Ranil Jayawardena.
Chancellor, Your Grace, Dr. Ranil Jayawardena is a senior lecturer in the Department of Physiology, Faculty of Medicine, and a visiting fellow to the Queensland University of Technology, Australia. Following his graduation from the University of Colombo in 2005 from the Faculty of Medicine, he completed the Master of Science from the University of Glasgow, United Kingdom, and subsequently the PhD from the Queensland University of Technology in Australia. Dr. Jayawardena's research interests include non-communicable diseases, epidemiological studies on nutrition, clinical trials on herbal and dietary supplements, and body composition. He has a vast array of research experience, which includes conducting multinational clinical trials, nationwide epidemiological surveys, case control studies, systematic reviews, and qualitative research studies. He has over 70 full paper publications in international peer-reviewed journals, 4 books, and over 100 abstracts. He has an H index of 23 and over 2,000 citations. As per UGC Research Performance Scheme, Dr. Jayawardena is one of the youngest to reach the Tier 4 star in the Sri Lankan university system, which is the highest in the ranking system. In recognition of his outstanding achievements, he has received many national, university, and professional level awards, including presidential awards annually since 2010 and Senate awards for early career research excellence in both 2016 and 2017. Dr. Jayawardena was named the top outstanding young person in medical research in 2014 by the Junior Chamber International. In 2018, he won the World TWAS Prize Sri Lanka for the Young Scientist by the World Academy of Science Trieste, Italy. He was awarded the CVCD Excellence Award for the most outstanding young researcher in the field of health sciences in 2018, making him the only academic in the University of Colombo with all 3 young national level awards. Chancellor, Your Grace, I am honored to present Dr. Ranil Jayawardena from the Faculty of Medicine to receive the Vice Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence for the year 2018. Thank you, Your Grace.
Faculty of Science, Dr. S.S.N. Pereira.
Chancellor, Your Grace, Shyam Sanjeeva Nisanta Pereira got his primary education from Sri Devananda Vidyalaya, Ambalangoda, and his secondary education from Royal College, Colombo. In 1994, he entered the University of Colombo and earned BSc in Mathematics Special with a first-class honors in 1998. Under the ICPT UNESCO Fellowship Program, he received both his postgraduate diploma and MSc by research in modeling and complex realities from ICPT SISSA, Italy. In 2008, he obtained his PhD in mathematical modeling and optimal control under the DAD Fellowship Program in collaboration with Germany. Dr. Pereira has authored 60 journal publications, of which 30 appeared in index journals, and over 120 publications at local and international conferences and symposia through collaborative research. He has authored 5 book chapters, 3 books, and has edited 1 book. He has supervised 7 PhDs and 2 MPhils, and currently he is supervising 4 MPhil research students. He was awarded Junior Associate Membership from 2006 to 2011 in recognition of multidisciplinary research activity by the Abdus Salam International Center for the Theoretical Physics in Italy. In 2011, Erasmus Mundus Mahiwa Fellowship to attend the collaborative research program at Department of Electronics, Uppsala University in Sweden. In recognition of research contribution, he was awarded the Sri Lanka Association for the Advancement of Science Postgraduate Research Award, Bennett Award once, NSF SUR SCD Award twice, NRC Merit Award twice, University of Colombo Senate Award twice, and recently he was awarded the Senate Award twice again. He served as the keynote speaker, plenary speaker, invited speaker, resource person in more than 40 international conferences, symposia, workshops related to mathematical modeling. Dr. Pereira is currently serving as the head of the mathematics department and chairperson of the quality assurance cell of the Faculty of Science. He appraised the postgraduate education and research by introducing an MSc program in financial mathematics and by establishing a research center and development center for the mathematical modeling in the Faculty of Science. Chancellor, Your Grace, it is with great pleasure I introduce Dr. Shyam Sanjeev Nisatha Pereira from Faculty of Science to the University of Colombo Research Awards in 2019. Thank you, Grace.
Institute of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, Professor Kamani H. Thenakon.
Senior Professor Kamani Thenakon currently holds the Chair of Molecular Life Sciences at the Institute of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology. Professor Thenakon holds an MBBS degree from the University of Colombo and a PhD from the University of Sheffield, United Kingdom. She commenced her academic career at the Department of Physiology, Faculty of Medicine, University of Colombo in 1981, and was appointed to the Carter Chair in Physiology in 2004. She was the Director IBM-BB from 2007 to 2012 and was appointed to its Chair of Molecular Life Sciences in 2010. Her current research areas include cancer genetics, reproductive and developmental biology, DNA identification, and anti-cancer drug discovery. She has supervised 16 PhDs, 2 MPhils, and currently training a further 10 MPhil PhD students. She has received many awards for her research, including Presidential Award and NRC Merit Award on several occasions, the SRED Award from NSF in 2016, University of Colombo Senate Research Awards for 2016 and 2017, Vice Chancellor's Research Award in 2001, 2014, Candy Society of Medicine Health Research Prize in 2000. Professor Thenakon has served the Special Program on Human Reproduction, World Health Organization, Geneva, in several capacities. She is a fellow of the National Academy of Sciences, Sri Lanka, and a member of several professional associations, local and international. She has delivered several orations and memorial lectures for several professional associations and has published extensively in peer-reviewed index journals. Chancellor, Your Grace, I'm honored to present Senior Professor Kamani Thenakon from IBM-BB for the Vice Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence in 2018. Thank you, Your Grace.
Institute of Indigenous Medicine, Professor E.R.H.S.S. Edrivira.
Chancellor, Your Grace, Professor Edrivira, Senior Professor, educated at Visakha Vidyalaya, Bambalapitiya. She entered the Government Ayurveda College. Now it is IIM Rajagiriya in 1976 and obtained the AMS degree with the class honors in University of Colombo, 1981. In 1984, she joined the Department of Ayurveda, she was awarded WHO scholarship in 1986 to study quality control of Ayurvedic drugs at Benares Hindu University, Varanasi, India. Having joined Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo. 1990, she has obtained Commonwealth Scholarship for postgraduate degree, Doctor of Medicine in 1993. She obtained that degree and joined the University of Colombo as a senior lecturer. Dr. Sujata Edrivira was obtained that degree and professorship in 2009 and obtained the postgraduate senior professor in 2017. She is the first female professor in Ayurveda sector in Sri Lanka. Senior Professor Edrivira is coordinator and the physician of Ayurveda hospital, teaching hospital in Borella. She has held various office bearing at IIM and conducting so many postgraduate degrees, scholars, and she supervised MPhil and PhD degrees also. She conducted lectures in University of Jaffna, University of Kelaniya, Department of Siddha Medicine, as well as the in Kaya Chikitsa Department in University of Kelaniya. Professor Edrivira has presented and published many research, more than 170 abstracts in connection with Ayurveda medicine, especially in Kaya Chikitsa department, and she has conducting so many office bearing as a senior professor in Department of Kaya Chikitsa as well as in Institute of Indigenous Medicine. Most of them are clinical researchers. Most of clinical researchers, she based on the field of Panchakarma. She is serving in the chief editor in so many research articles and editorial books in several international and local journals. I am honored to present Dr. Sujata Edrivira from Institute of Indigenous Medicine for the Vice Chancellor Award in 2018.
University of Colombo School of Computing, Dr. G.D.S.P. Vimalaratna.
Chancellor, Your Grace. Dr. Galpayage Don Susanta Prasad Vimalaratna obtained his special degree, honors in computer science from the University of Colombo with the first class honors, securing the Professor Mohan Munasingh Award for the most outstanding computer science graduate in 1994. He holds a Doctor of Philosophy degree from the University of Salford in the United Kingdom, specializing in virtual environments. His PhD research has 6 citations in US patents by Boeing, Siemens, and Canon. Dr. Vimalaratna is a senior member of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, IEEE USA, and also a member of the Computer Society of Sri Lanka. He has made a research contribution in the fields of computer graphics and simulation, assistive technology, mobile computing, secure software systems development. Dr. Vimalaratne has more than 100 research publications in international journals, conferences, which includes 9 Web of Science index journals since 2016. At the national level, he has edited ICT textbooks from grade 6 to 11, and also several teacher guides in ICT, which are published by the Ministry of Education. He has also served the Department of Examination as the key resource person for the GC O-level and A-level examination during the last 10 years. Dr. Vimalaratne has won several awards for his research work. Among them, I would like to highlight the Presidential Awards for Research in 2016, ICT Researcher of the Year Award by the Computer Society for Sri Lanka in 2019, University of Colombo Senate Award for the Research Excellence in both 2016 and 2017. He also was awarded the Student of the Year by the Computer Society of Sri Lanka in 1994. He has also co-authored several conference papers which has won the Best Paper Awards both locally and internationally. Among the undergraduate projects he supervised, 9 projects have won the awards at the international as well as a national level. Dr. Vimalaratne has served as a principal investigator and co-investigator in the several research projects funded by the international organizations such as IDRC, JICA, NRC. Dr. Vimalaratne joined the academic at the University of Colombo in 1995. He has served as the head of the Department of the Communication and Media Technology, as well as the head for the postgraduate studies programs at the UCSC since 2015. During this period, he has done a significant contribution to the development of the postgraduate and the research program at the Institute. He has also served as the director of the career guidance units of the University of Colombo from 2005 to 2011. He has been a member of the advisory council of the National Archives Department, member of the Academic Affairs Board of the National Institute of the Education. Chancellor, Your Grace, I have the honor to present on behalf of the University of Colombo School of Computing Vice Chancellor Awards for the Research Excellence to be presented to the Dr. G.D.S.P. Vimalaratne. Thank you, Your Grace.
I now declare the proceedings of the postgraduate convocation closed.